Right, good morning guys. Welcome to this first Saturday morning dumbbell workout. So these are all going to be based around using one, but I will give you options for using a second dumbbell as well. So for this, you are going to need a dumbbell or two. Doesn't really matter what weight. If you've only got one weight, we can adapt it for whatever. I've got 15s. But whether you've got 5s or 20, whatever, it can work. You just need to pick your exercise correctly, that's all. You're also going to need a timer, like mine. So you need a timer. You're going to want a mat or just something that you can elevate your heels and your toes. So something that's maybe an inch in height that's not going to move or slip is what you want for that. So something like that mat will do, or a sturdy book might help as well. Just something that you can elevate your toes and your heels for later on in the workout. You know yourself, your drink as well, because you're probably going to get a little bit sweaty during this type of workout. So today we're going to do something called escalating density training. So that's basically, instead of doing a given number of sets, you're going to work for a set period of time, doing a certain number of reps, and you try and get as many sets as you can and as many total reps in that time as you possibly can. So the original protocol, it was 15 minutes and you choose 2 exercises. Now these are generally like opposites, so generally a push and a pull, or a squat and a hinge, and you just do 5 reps of one and then 5 reps of the other, and you keep doing 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 for the 15 minutes. However, if you do start to get tired and you can't keep doing 5, you can drop your reps down to 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. But your idea is you just try and get as many reps as you possibly can of both exercises in 15 minutes. So whether that's you keep doing 5s all the way through, or you keep doing 5, 5, and then it starts to drop to 4s and even 1s at the end. So long as you get more reps, that's what matters. Now the trick with this one is that the first time you do it, you set a baseline number. So you get your 15 minutes or however long, and you've got a number then. So you've got, like, say you get 40 reps of each. So you've got 40 reps of each on week 1. Your aim for the second time you do the workout is just do the same, but try and get some more reps. So aim for 45, and so on and so forth. It's really good for increasing your conditioning, so you're able to do more work in less time. But it's also really good for muscle building, if you use a bit of a heavier weight. So it's really good for that as well. So it's got like loads of benefits, and it's just really, really efficient. You can get so much done. You'll be surprised how much you can get done in such a short space of time. So today, for brevity of this video, and also so it doesn't go for too long, I'm going to do 3 lots of exercises, but I'm going to go for 7.5 minutes each on each one. So we're going to do some A's and B's and some C's. I do 7.5 minutes. Now, if you feel like that's too much, you can do 5 minutes of each. But if you fancy, sticking with one thing, you can always do the full 15 minutes. But anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes, if you just work hard on this, will be really, really effective. So as part of a warm-up, I'm just going to show you the exercises and you can get a feel for them. I'm just going to tilt the camera down ever so slightly. You can see a bit better. So the first lot of exercise that we're going to do a push and a pull. So the push I'm going to choose is a 1-arm floor press. So there. I'm just going to do a few, just to get a feel for the movement. Go on one side, and a few on the other. Now, if you've got 2 dumbbells, or potentially 2 lighter ones, especially on this, so if you've only got smaller dumbbells and you need to load it a little bit heavier, you can go 2 here, or even you could do an alternating pressing. So on that you would do 5 on either side, or if you're doing the 2 at once, you just do 5 reps. So that's the floor press. If you've got 2, you can do 2 arm. If you've only got 1, just stick to a 1 arm floor press. Now for the row, I'm going to do a 1 arm row. I'm going to put my hand onto my knee there to give myself a little bit of support. And focus on dragging back that shoulder, using my back muscles. 5 there. Feel on this side, just get a feel for it. Good. So yeah, and if you've got 2, you want to use both, you can do dumbbell bent over row. To make it a little bit more difficult. Or if you feel like you need a little bit more support, you could do a wall row. So you put your hand on your wall, give yourself a little more support. Or even if you grab yourself a chair, you could do a more of a bent over row, your hand supported on a chair or a table. Just something where you could support yourself as well. So they're your options with 1 or 2. If you've got a lighter dumbbell on both of those movements and you're not feeling like you're really pushing yourself, from the start you'll feel fairly heavy, slow the movement down, so just control the tempo more. So if you've got a light dumbbell, to make it feel heavy, if you count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, for all 3 phases, so up, hold, and down, that lighter weight will soon start to feel very, very heavy. So that's your A's. You're going to do a press of some kind and a pull of some kind of row. For the B's, we'll do 2 lower body movements. So you're going to do a squat and a hinge or an RDL. So with the squat though, just to make sure we emphasize the right muscles, we're going to raise our heels up. And we're just going to do the goblet squat. Let's get a few reps. Should also like to get quite low on them. And the opposing movement is going to be an RDL, but with your toes raised up. So you can see I've lifted my toes up, push my hips back, keep my back flat. Okay, so you've got options of those 2 as well. So with the squat, if you've got a really light dumbbell, you've only got 1 of them, again, just slow the movement down. So really elevate your heels up and really go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And it'll soon start to feel really, really heavy. Same here, just slow that tempo down. If you've got 2 dumbbells that are light, or if you feel like really challenging yourself, I'm not going to do 215 on this, but you can do the rack there for the squats. So resting, if you see, 1 back's on my shoulder, my elbows are pushing upwards to keep them in place, and then my elbows stay still, so they're staying at the same angle as I drop. And then you can do the same on the RDL. You're just going to hold them either by your sides, or you can hold them in front like a bar. Now, an alternative to doing the RDL, because I know some people, either you feel like your technique might break down, or you're worried about back issues, you can use your dumbbell for glute bridges. So rest it on your hips and then drive up. It's not exactly the same, but it's a good equivalent if you do have any back problems with that. So that's the B's. The squat and the hinge. So basically it's going to work the front of your legs on the first bit, and then the E.D.T is going to work the back of your legs. That's the aims, that you were those opposing muscles. And then the C's, we're going to do some arms. So again, we're going to do the opposites. So we're going to do a curl. So I'm going to do a few just to keep myself warm. So for the biceps, or the front part of your arms, and then the skull crusher. There's a few ways to do this, which I'll show you now. I will do it where I prefer. So I'll warm myself up. So 5. We're working the triceps. So again, you've got a few options of how you want to do this, depending if you've got 1 or 2 dumbbells. If you have 1 lighter dumbbell, so you know something that's too light to do with 2 hands, like I did, you can do 5 one-arm curls. Try and keep them strict if you can. So you would do 5 on either arm for that lighter dumbbell. If you've got 2 lighter ones, or again 2 heavier ones, but you feel like a challenge, you can do curl there. Okay. So there's your trick. Try not to use too much body momentum on that. So for the skull crusher, if you've got that 1 dumbbell, a few things you can do, a few ways you can hold this. If the dumbbell's a bit heavy, you can hold it this way, so hold it via the top, and it will just cut your range of motion a little bit. So if you just touch it above your head, it won't go as far, and you'll be able to probably get better reps and more reps with it. If you want to increase that a little bit, you can grab it by the handle, and it goes a little bit further. But again, not all the way. And then finally, the way I did, where you hold both sides, it just allows you, so I'm holding sort of by the bottom, but on both sides, you can see. And then I can get a bigger stretch and extend. If you've got 2 lighter ones, it's going to be tough. You can do my 15s. You can obviously do double. Double skull crusher like that, 1 hand in each. Or if you've got 1 lighter one, you can always do 1 hand like that. So there's a few options there for the exercises you can choose. But what you need now is your timer. Whether you're going to set it for 7.5 like I'm going to do, or it's going to be 10, 15, 12. You're going to start with 5 reps each exercise. Keep doing 5s as long as you can, rest when you need. And then if you start to feel like 5's getting too hard, just drop to 4s. 4s get too hard, drop it to 3s. The main thing is that you keep getting reps, just keep getting reps. Count the number of reps that you get. Whether that's you just grab a fresh piece of paper and a pen and just keep marking them off, or you just keep number of sets in your head. Doesn't matter, as long as you know at the end how many reps you got, so the next time when you redo this, you've got an aim and you can show that you're progressing. I'm going to move my second dumbbell with you. My timer ready. I'm going to have a quick drink before I begin this main part. So the A is going to be a press. Floor press is the variation I'm going to choose with 1 arm. So 5 on 1 arm, 5 on the other, and then I'm going to do a bent over row, 5 on 1, 5 on the other for 7.5 minutes. We'll see how many reps here. So, got myself set up, got a couple of leading seconds. Here we go, 5 and 5. This isn't a race though, make sure your reps are really good. It's about as many quality reps as you can. Okay, another row. Alright, so I've accumulated 5 reps there. 5 feel fine. I'm going to keep going with 5s. It's also great because 5 is easy to count to. So on these, it's the arm you're rowing with. You want that back foot back, and you're up to sit foot forward. So I'm pulling my right hand on my left foot forward with my left hand on my left knee. All right, foot set back, so you have that space to pull. All right, feel all right, 5s. So 1, 2, 5. 2 sets, 5, 1 to 10. Show this, you're not shrugging up, you're pulling towards that bottom of your ribs. Yes, that's it. About a third of the way through. That's 4 sets. Or 5. We've already accumulated all our reps. Comes to halfway. Yeah, that's 5 done in 4.5 minutes. As you can see, obviously been a lot more done than I would if maybe I'd wrote 5 times 5 on my workout. Just make sure every rep stays the same. I want to get overly fatigued and let these reps become sloppy. It's kind of defeating the object. Okay, a couple more minutes, keep marking. I've got 2 more sets maybe. It's starting to feel heavier. Right, against power. I've got a minute left. Now, do I think I'm going to get a set of 5 on either side out for both exercises? I need to complete both exercises. So I don't think I will. So I'm going to do 3 on either side. Make sure I complete both sides, keeping my form. If you're getting towards the end of your time, you're not going to complete both exercises on both sides. Stop at that point. And count up your reps. 30 seconds. Got 20 seconds. I think I'm not going to get any more out. So I'm going to let my timer elapse. So I did 7 sets of 5 plus a 3, so 38 reps in 7.5 minutes. Now, I was doing 15, obviously I'll probably get more fatigued. I'll probably start dropping the reps. So I'll probably be in that, 60 maybe reps, which is still, we wrote 6 sets of 10, still a hell of a lot of reps, a lot of work. We have a lot of conditioning work if you go a little bit lighter, a whole lot of muscle building if you're using that slightly heavier weight. So we're going to move on to lower body pairing now. So remember, it's a goblet squat with our heels raised and a RDL with our toes raised. Now you can stick with the same dumbbell if you've just got one weight like I have, or if you have an adjustable weight or a heavier one, I'd probably recommend, you should be able to go heavier on these 2 movements than on the previous 2. So if you have got an adjustable, you can put the weight up a little bit. If not, just play around with the tempo, make sure your reps are nice and clean, full range of motion on everything. Grab your timer again. We'll start exactly the same, so it's going to be 5 squats with your heels up, and then 5 RDLs with your toes up. Okay, you should feel the squats here, and you should feel the RDLs here. Okay, shouldn't feel like kind of a mix of both. It should be all quads and squats, all hamstrings on the RDLs. That's why we've got the lift up to help that. So get yourself a drink. Set up your timer. Make sure you've got something to record on, unless you've got decent memory. And we'll begin really soon. So I'm just going to make a little note here where it's at 5s. We must have a couple of leading seconds on the timer. Like I said, if you start to fatigue, just switch down to 4s and 3s, even 2s and 1s. As long as you just keep getting sets, keep adding your reps up, that That's what matters on this sort of thing. Okay. Got seconds leading. So it's a goblet squat. So I'm going to hold it back at the top here. And grab it. Just going to switch my hands around. Toes up. Stretch my hamstrings, keep my back flat. One set. 5 done. So it's on my chest there, just under my chin. Because I'm using the same weight for my legs and for my body there, I need to make sure I control the tempo to make it feel heavier. So, good heel raise. Make sure I hit full depth for me. It's 3 sets. We're at about the same tempo as I did my first lot, so I'm pretty happy with that. Remember, rest when you need, or drop them reps down. Form, perfect, every rep. Just because you're against the clock, that's the sort of thing you don't want your reps become sloppy. They do start to deteriorate. Take a little rest. Drop the set reps down a little bit. Drop down to 4s, 3s, 2s. Just keep your reps clean. Good. 5th set. 2.5 minutes to go. Like to feel it. Okay, about 1.5 minutes. So probably got time to do one more set of 5 on each, I reckon. I'm not going to rush, I'm going to make sure my tempo stays at a steady pace. I get a full range. I've got 20 seconds left. I'm not going to get any more there. So that was my 7th set of 5. I'm going to top them up. 35 squats, 35 RDLs in 7.5 minutes. So it's like doing, we're hitting like it's almost 4 sets of, I was talking like 4 sets of 8, something like that, of both group movements. So you're getting a lot of work on there. So the final part is going to be arms. So we're going to do some curls and we're going to do some triceps. Exactly the same thing, we're doing 7.5 minutes. We start with 5 reps of curls, 5 reps of skull crushers. Check the start of the video to see variations and whether you've got 1, 2, whether you've got light or heavy dumbbells. But always going to start 5 reps. Remember, if you start to get tired, fatigue, you need to take a bit of a rest. Do that and start to drop your reps down. Whether that's 4, 3, down to 2, and 1. Just keep accumulating reps until the timer runs out. You've got to complete the reps on both exercises for them to count. So if you've got 20 seconds, don't just do 1 rep on one exercise and say, oh, I did, 36. No, you did 35. You're doing them both, 1 and 2. So, curls, I'm going to grab both ends of my dumbbell to do this. You can do it slightly different ways, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do the same with skull crusher. I'm going to start 5s. I'm going to steadily, hopefully keep that up, but this is one where, because the weight is relatively heavy for just those smaller muscles, we've been doing the bigger muscle groups first. Because it's relatively heavier, I might need to start dropping down to 4s, 3s, potentially. So we'll see how it goes. Go by feel, rest by feel as well. There's no strict rests. If you feel like you need a little bit longer to rest, take a little bit longer, feel like you can go again. Now I've been doing is go straight in. Okay, so a few seconds on the lead in. Grab your dumbbell or dumbbells. I've got 5. Strict ones, don't. Again, form's really important on this. You are going to get tired, but you've got to make sure your form stays just the same. And that's why you can drop reps down if needed. I think my skull crusher is going to be the one. I really have to drop reps. That's the second set. Let's see if I try and make a note of that after. Yeah, it's 2 sets. 5 done. Working about roughly the same pace as was on the other 2, so I'm doing alright up to now. Curl feels okay. Again, full range. Yeah, this way allows you to get that fully straightened arm. It allows you to bring it all the way up. Just about 5. I think it might go down to 4s on the next one. He's got 5, nice and 5 and everyone. That was a bit of a grind. I'm going to drop down to 4s. If I don't start failing reps, that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to try and grind a 5th out and not get it. Better to drop down to 4 or 3 and just keep going. Whatever gets you the most reps is what matters on this. Most quality reps, I should say. Oh. Or even a 4 was quite hard on the skull crusher. I think I might try 3. Curl slowly. Alright. I'm just going to try and make sure I get these 3s. We've still got about 2.5 minutes left. Try and keep hitting the 3 rather than miss the 4th and the 5th. I'm asking them a little bit more difficult though. I'm doing all different numbers. Well, time to count up. Full range still. That's the key. Drop the reps down until you can make sure that every rep is the same quality. Right, if you're just doing ones, if those ones are really good, you're going to count 1, 5, horrible half reps. Two sets, 3. Okay, I feel like 3s are doable at least for this next set. Oh, that was a slow third rep. I've got about a minute, so I think I'm going to do a 2 and see how that goes. And possibly even a 1, depending on how quick I get through. Thirty seconds. I'll try and get a quick 2 in. Because it's a smaller movement, I'll follow it times again. Just going to try and get these skull crushers. So, okay. Yeah, 3 seconds to go. So, on that party, 4 sets of 5, this set 4, 3 sets of 3, couple of sets of 2, so 29, 33, 37. So you see all my reps are in roughly the same range in total, so 35, 37, 38. Which is about what you want. You want the weight to be relatively hard that for whatever exercise you're doing. You're aiming maybe for a 15-minute set for around about maybe 50 reps, maybe up to 60. If you get more than that, you need to make the exercise harder or increase the weight if you can. But it's a really good method to get a lot of work done in a very little time. So I've done all the full body session, 7.5 minutes. Let's say the warm up 7.5 minutes. So let's say you do 10 minutes of these. Let's say you do 10. It's 40 minutes done. You've hit everything really, really hard. Done loads of work. So it's a really valuable training tool. You just add it on to the end of workouts. You can work really hard for that 15 minutes and get a lot done. Right. Have a great Saturday, guys, and I will see you during the week. Bye-bye.